Okay, so now we are going to launch an Amazon Web Services instance, really more specifically an EC2 instance. EC2 stands for Elastic Compute Cloud. It is probably the most important of the suite of services offered by Amazon Web Services, but they also offer, for example, storage like the S3 service, DNS like Route 53, all this type of stuff. Amazon has pretty much everything that you could want in scaling up a website. But for right now, we're going to start with the very first and the most important, the EC2 service. And we're going to load up an instance in the cloud, a virtual machine in the cloud. And then the next lecture, we're going to, or the next sub-lecture, next video, we're going to connect to that instance. So let's get started with that. To launch an EC2 instance, you're going to first go to aws.amazon.com, log in over here. On the left-hand side, you're going to see EC2, and you're going to click that. And then you're going to see a page that's like this, and there's that button over here, Launch Instance. Also note this link on the left-hand side. That's going to be useful in a bit. So after you click Launch Instance, you will be given a screen that looks kind of like this with Classic Wizard, Quick Launch Wizard, and AWS Marketplace. You're going to click the Quick Launch Wizard, this guy. And then click, once you've got the Quick Launch Wizard, you're going to have create new and just type in a name for a private key that you're generating. I chose CS184-John-Stanford-edu. And then you're going to select Ubuntu Server 12.0.4 or 12.04. Now, note that AWS recently changed this from 12.041 LTS to 12.042 LTS, so you're going to see 12.042 LTS there, right? That's what you're going to see. And your screens will be thus slightly different from the one shown in this PDF, but there shouldn't be any functional differences. Basically, you'll see 0.2 where there's 0.1, and there'll be a little bit of difference in what's shown on the screen when you connect to the remote machine, but otherwise it's the same. Okay, so after you've selected this, then you're going to not be able to click continue. You're going to have to click download over here. That is to say, after you hit this and you've hit this, you click download, you get a key pair, and then you can go to continue. After that, you can create this new instance. It's launching after you hit launch, and there will be a page where it says it's now launching. You can remember this instance number. That instance number will be different for you than it is for me, but that's the instance name. Everything in Amazon Web Services is indexed like this. So every instance starts with an I, and then it has some serial number after that. And so you can distinguish this from other kinds of things which have different characters in front. So then you close this down, and remember that instances thing on the left-hand side. Click that, or you can just click this link down over here. And you will see that there is something there that says initializing like this. And it's a T1 micro instance. We chose the very, very smallest thing. And eventually, this is going to say status checks are done. You can then pull this pane upwards. And what you want to do is copy this down. This is the host name of that remote machine that you just dialed up. What you just did is basically issued some instructions to the Amazon cloud to say, provision me a very small instance called a T1 micro instance, assign it an IP address, assign it a host name, and let me connect to it. And so once these status checks are done, you've got that instance dialed up. Now what you can do if you want to see the instructions for how to connect to it, you can right click and click connect. So this would happen by right clicking over here and then left clicking on connect, and click the thing connect with a standalone SSH client. And the instructions we're going to do are going to be slightly different than this, but we just provide that for your reference. And so that is, that's basically how to start up an Amazon EC2 instance in the cloud. Wait for it to finish initializing. Once it's done with the status checks, the most important thing you want to do is copy this host name, and then you're also going to have this key pair that you downloaded over here, and that's really all you're going to need in order to connect to the machine, which we're going to show how to do in the next step.